Yeah, look, he's a guy that came to us in 2014. Steve was the coach, Steve Price, and from the day he arrived, you could just see the natural talent, that he was that gifted, and he could see things that others couldn't. You know, even on the training field, and as soon as he took the park, he just become the best player. He's been our most consistent player without a doubt for the last 6 years. You know, he's the most gifted player I've got to coach in my journey. You know, he's got a left and right foot kick, kicks goals. You know, he plays an important position, leads the team around, he's captain. The legacy he's going to leave behind is obviously a good one for people to follow. I feel that he goes about training very well. He's one of them guys that doesn't talk too much but becomes competitive as soon as he crosses the stripe. You know, so you know, we wish him all the best, and he's got our support. He's got a beautiful young family and a lovely wife that will enjoy the next part of their journey.
How, you've probably spoken about this at length during the course of the year, but losing him after 3 rounds for such an extended period, how much of a roadblock or hurdle was that when you look back on the season?
Yeah, look, there's been a lot of reasons, and I'll have time to reflect on that, and obviously there's going to be a full review of our year. You know, he's a very big part of why we were successful last year, 85 minutes from a grand final, and not to have him for pretty well most of the year, or most important part of the year, is available for the back end, and the other one obviously is Jack, with the stand-down policy, with him not available, Jack not available all year. They're two really influential players in our group. You know, obviously, and then there's other things that happen through the year. They're not excuses; they are reasons. But our year wasn't good enough.
When a guy like Gareth isn't in the squad, what do you notice is missing? What are you trying to replace?
Confidence. He gives the team confidence. He gives the team belief. He makes other people around him better. He makes people feel comfortable. That's pretty important in rugby league.
Sorry, I was going to say, I mean, Ben Hunt obviously had a big had a big impact on the game here at the end of the match. I guess is it really going to be on him to own the team moving forward with Gareth?
Yeah, obviously, you know, Benny's an important part of our team too, but it's not on any one player. I think it's obviously it's a team game, and Ben plays an important position, and we'll have a really good review around the season of each player and each staff member where we need to improve. And Ben's the type of guy. He started the year well again this year. You know, him and Normie, you know, they won 4 of the first 6 games together, and you know, the origin period is a really difficult time for the club because we had 6 guys represent, and Ben played in a position that was unfamiliar to him, and it took its toll. But you know, certainly with Gareth and not here, and Jack we're not sure of at the moment, our game strategy will be changed, and Ben will be a big part of it.
You mentioned the review, or setting commentary that you sort of, I guess, suggested or sought out Gus to be a sounding board or something. Yeah. Is that true? Or?
No, I've got people that I look to for advice, mentors, and there's 3 of them. But I just feel that we needed a full review, and we needed an external review, and that wasn't only my thought; it was the club's thought. You know, when teams don't finish in the top 8 and they finish in the bottom 8, your review's a lot deeper. You know, last year we obviously still had a review, but it was done internally. But you know, we all thought that this one needs to be done externally, and looked thorough through it. And that's what will happen.
Why do you think Gus is the right man for that?
Oh, well, I think, you know, whether it's Gus or anyone, it needs to be someone, and I think Gus is, you know, and I think when you look at someone like Gus, he's just a very educated person that's got a bigger knowledge than most in the game.
I guess not only to send out Gareth and Jeremy winners. But yeah, in the context of the season, to finish on with a good result, I guess. How important is that?
Yeah, look, it was a good result for the milestones. We had Paul Vaughan's 150th, and Gareth's last game as captain and playing for the club, and obviously Jeremy Lattimore's last NRL game. So there was 3 really important milestones to get a result. Plus, we wanted to thank our fans. It's been a difficult time for them as well. You'd like to get a win for the people. There was a lot of people that would have watched tonight, and a lot of people that travelled. We've got a good fan base that travel to weekly games, and it was nice to get a win for them and something to cheer about as well.
I know it's fresh, but what makes you excited for 2020?
Sorry?
I know it's fresh, but what makes you excited to get ready for 2020?
I think just to learn from what didn't work this year and grow, and as a group of men understand that we've got to be accountable for the season we had, in life you get obstacles in your way, and you've just got to make sure that you work through them, and this year's just been one after the other. So we look forward to the guys having a break and getting away, and we've got some very good players in this team. We just need to make sure that when we attack it, we come back as rookies and start all over again.
Has it been hard on you personally? Like, what's been, I guess, the most difficult aspect for you? I know losing is difficult, but I mean, at the course of the season, for you, does anything weigh more heavily than anything else? Or?
Yeah, look, I'm a person that starts early, finishes late, and works hard in the process to get a result. But I choose to do my role, and I enjoy my role, and I've got a playing group that I have the respect of, that work hard. We just didn't get the results we needed this year. Personally, when I have time to reflect, I take it. For me, I'm the harshest critic of myself. I don't need anyone else throwing it at me. I square myself up regularly and look for ways that I need to fix it and change as well. So,
is there a lesson? Do you feel? Again, I know it's early. Do you feel like there's a lesson you've already learned out of this year?
Oh, I think there's plenty of lessons to be learned out of this year. But they'll all come out in the next couple of weeks.
Internally, personally, what's the thing to you that I guess has been the big learning curve for so much that's been thrown at you as a club, as a person? Is there a sort of a learning moment or a learning kind of experience that you've gone through this year that you haven't before?
I think you go through moments like this year in every year of your career. Obviously, this year is a year that we've been out of finals contention for a very long time, and that's obviously fresh, and to have that happen on a weekly basis has been a challenge. You've got to really understand that. I think the process is really important, that you look at what you got, not what you're waiting for to come back. It's something that you've got to be better at, and pre-season is pretty important to get everything right as well. And I think we got our pre-season right last year.
All right. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.